Hey everyone, Harris from Laravel News here. Laravel just released the public beta of Laravel Boost, a tool that makes AI coding assistants actually understand your Laravel project. Let's dive right in and get this installed. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to install Composer require Laravel Boost -dev. Let's do that. And then we run PHP artisan boost install. So Boost gives us three options in this case. The Boost MCP server that includes some tools, very useful. Boost AI guidelines for Laravel, Inertia, Livewire, and more. And Herd MCP. We're going to use the default for now. So Boost MCP server and Boost AI guidelines. And it identified that I have PHP Storm open and I use that at the moment. I also have Claude Code, so I will also select that. And I'm going to install the guidelines for Claude Code for now. So it's installing those guidelines, those 15 guidelines that we mentioned. And if you see green, you're good to go. You can also visit the boost.laravel.com/installed, get more information. So let's run Claude. And the first thing you notice is that Claude Code already picked up that we installed Laravel Boost. And it prompts us to use this MCP server. So we're going to accept, and we're going to say, create me a Livewire component for uploading images. List those uploaded images right under that component, and also make sure you format for this page. Cool. So it's going to create our component. I'm going to grab a coffee or something and be right back. Okay, so the first thing we see here is that it does create the Livewire component. So we're going to allow that the component was created. It also now reads the image upload blade file. We're going to allow everything for now. We can boosting. Okay. So first thing we see here is that it uses this tool called list artisan commands. It comes from the Laravel Boost MCP server. I'm going to allow that. As you can see, the component already exists because I tried before, and for some reason, Claude Code was giving me some 500s from their side. So let's try the exact same command again. So it should continue now. Perfect. It does use Flux as far as I can tell. So that's pretty cool. Yes, let's allow that. Also create a route for us so we can see the output. Cool. So /images. And it will also test the complete functionality. Let's see what it does. It does add the storage link. Let's allow for the storage link. And it uses the get absolute URL tool in order to get the absolute URLs. Let's allow for that as well. It runs the test. Yes, there's no test found. Should probably create a test now. Perfect. It does create our test. Let's allow for the test. It's a PES test in this case. Okay, so our test is ready. It's going to run that. Some of them failed. I presume this might have to do with... Oh, okay, sorry. So the layout expects a user, but none is authenticated. Obviously, the validation test uses a TXT file, which can be previewed. Let's see what it's going to do now. So we'd like to get the configuration for the Livewire layout. Let's allow that. So the app expects a layout for the authenticated user, which makes sense. It's going to add the middleware for all. It's cool. Okay. It's going to fix the tests to use authentication and fix the validation, hopefully. Okay. So now it did add some changes. It fixed one of the tests, but I can see that there's no migrations added. So it's going to run the migrations for the testing environment. Nothing to migrate, obviously, because there are no migrations at the moment. It's going to create some migrations, most likely there. So it's preparing the database. It did migrate fresh. That's why you should only run this in your development environment. Okay, it's going to revert the test thing it just added. Very convenient. So one test is left, and it uses the correct trait, and now all the tests work. Cool. So it also provides us with the option to run pints, which is something that we really want. And seems like we're done. Let's go now and see if this actually works. So Laravel Boost example. Let's register. I'm gonna create the account. I go to /images. Okay, so we have it here. I'm gonna choose a file. I'm gonna choose this plain PNG file. Okay, so the file was uploaded just fine. It's very, very cool. If I refresh, it doesn't keep the file there, but it did upload the file. Add that again. Sorry, I didn't click upload image, so my bad. Some white text here, image uploaded successfully. If I refresh, now it's still there, but we cannot see it for some reason. But seems like I can delete it just fine. Some more white text here. But you get the idea, right? So AI is not perfect yet, but definitely Laravel Boost helps us in this case in order to make sure that the functionality tests. It just needs some tweaking like any AI tool. So let's go ahead and try again. We upload the image and the image was uploaded successfully. And we can also see that if we go back to PHP Storm and visit public. So if we open up PHP Storm and we go to public directory, we'll now go to storage, images, and there is no image there yet. Let's go and try and upload an image. We're going to use the same PNG. Let's upload that. Go back. The image is here. So it does seem to work just fine. Just a matter of tweaking. So we delete the image, we go back, and the functionality works as expected, which is pretty cool. Let's go now ahead, and what I'm gonna try is I will let Claude Code know that we would like to use Tinker in order to add some fake images inside. So I did instruct Claude Code, I would also like you to add some fake images using Tinker. And the thing that it did is it went and used Laravel Boost Tinker tool in order to add some fake images inside. So let's accept that for now. So the result was successful. It created 5 fake images. If we go back and refresh, we can see that we did get the 5 fake images. So Laravel Boost has access to your application through Tinker now, which is pretty cool. Let's delete one. That's perfect. So the problem with the actual AI, Claude Code, for example, is that it doesn't really know, when I'm using Laravel 12 or Livewire 3. So Laravel Boost fixes any compatibility issues you might have, other AI you used to have, let's say Claude Code or Cursor, so it's giving your AI assistant direct access to your app's real information. And think of it as turning your AI from a general helper into a Laravel expert who actually knows your project setup. So I want to hear from the Laravel news community on this one. Install Boost, try it out, and let me know in the comments. What's the coolest thing it generated for you? Did you find any issues I should cover in a follow-up? Are you seeing the same productivity gains? The project is open source on GitHub, and the Laravel team is actively looking for feedback during this beta phase. This is our chance to help shape a tool that could become essential for Laravel development. So if you found this helpful, make sure you subscribe to Laravel News for more content like this. I've got more Laravel tooling videos coming up, including a deep dive in Laravel's 12 new starter kits. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.